Hello all, welcome to Selenium Python Training Series. In this session, as part of Selenium WebDriver, I am going to practically show you how to handle or automate the dynamic tables using Selenium Python. So let's get started. In the previous session, I explained what exactly are these dynamic tables and how they are different from the static tables. In this session, with the knowledge you got on the dynamic tables from the previous session, in this session, I'm going to show you how to automate them, how to automate the dynamic tables. So here is an example page that I have shown you in the previous session, the same example page guys that I have shown you in the previous session. We'll go to that. Already it is there here, okay? And after going there, we have to go to the sales orders and we'll get this dynamic table, right? The same page I'm going to use, okay? So in this page, there is a orders page of this demo.opencard.com/admin, right? We have this dynamic table available. And what is the problem with this dynamic table? I'll tell you. So let's try to automate something and see what is the problem with this dynamic table. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll automate this. So for that, I'll just log out here. I'll go to this admin page, that is demo.opencard.com/admin, this particular page, demo.opencard.com/admin. After going there, I'll give the credentials. So I'll automate this. So I'll copy this URL and paste it here in the PyCharm ID like this. And after doing that, I would like to enter the username here. I'll inspect this username field. And here is the ID. Copy this ID. Come back here and write down driver.find element by dot ID, give the ID of that username field and say dot send keys. Provide the send keys, that is username. Inside send keys, provide demo as a username. So type demo here and similarly type demo into this password field. Inspect this, copy this, driver dot find element by dot ID, give the ID of that password field and here the password is also same. That is the same demo you have to give as a password here. You just give the same demo as a password. Here type demo. After typing demo here, I need to click on the login button. Let me inspect this login button. Once I inspect, I'll get this particular, HTML code got highlighted for this login button. I'll say Control F and say /button @ type is equal to submit. I enter here, you see, this is getting located. That's nothing but this button is getting highlighted. Copy this button, copy this XPath expression for that button and say driver.find element by .xpath. Give the XPath expression of that button, that is login button, and simply say .click. Click on the login button, you will get logged in. Just ignore all this stuff. They'll not come in during automation, they'll not come. So here, click on the sales, inspect the sales. Once inspected, this is HTML code. Okay. And there is an anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag, there is some text. Let me just make it big so that you can see what's happening here. If I inspect the sales, this anchor tag is getting highlighted. In between the anchor tag, there is sales. So with the help of the sales text, I would like to locate this sales. Let me create an XPath expression for that. There's a text. Let's copy this text, that is sales text, from here to here. Next. Copy from here to here. Copy this part, and it's between the anchor tags. So I'll just write /A contains text comma, give that sales. Square bracket press enter. You see, this is locating the sales option. Copy this XPath expression for locating the sales option and write down driver.find element by .xpath and provide the XPath expression of that sales and say .click. The sales option will get selected. After that, once you select the sales option, you'll get this orders visible. Inspect this orders. Now I need to click on the orders. Same way, just in between the anchor tag, we have this orders. Copy this particular text of orders. And again, write the same XPath expression /A contains text comma orders. By writing this XPath expression, we'll be able to locate this orders option. Let's click on this orders option so that you'll be taken to that page containing the dynamic table. So driver dot find element by dot XPath and say dot click. It will take you to the page containing the orders. Just click on this orders table has come now. So this you already know that it's a dynamic table. But what I want to do is I want to select this record having the Gaurav Singh customer name. Okay. So that is one, two, three, third record I would like to select. This is what I want to do. So what I will do is I'll inspect this inspect this checkbox field that I want to select. Okay. I want to select the record containing the Gaurav Singh thing. That is third record I would like to select indirectly. I would like to select the record having the record which is at the third place. Okay. That is Gaurav Singh name, customer name when I'm recording this session. So when I inspect this checkbox field, see what is there. So there's some input and all. So there's no proper locator available here. I have to go to the top. There is a form having a unique ID. I'll just copy this value. Say Control F /form. At the rate ID is equal to give that ID of that particular form. You see the form got located. Under the form we have this table. Under the table we have T body. Under the T body we have TR1, TR2, TR3 like that. Okay. So I'll go till /TR third record, right? 3 I'll say. You see? Press enter. You see the third record is getting highlighted on the UI when I hover here. Okay. It's locating the third record. But I don't want to select the third. I want to select the third record, but this option I have to select. Where is this option available? Let's see. So this is the one. You see, under this TR, there is a TD. Under that, we have the input. This particular option I want to select. So for that, I'll say /TD. Okay, TD under TR3, TD. Under the TD, it's the first TD. So I'll give TR of 1. So it's locating that. And under that, we have this input. I want to locate that. Okay, /input, I will say /input. Now this is what is the problem here? Input of 1. Okay, now it's locating the checkbox field. This checkbox field I want to select. Right? Copy this XPath expression and try to select that driver dot find element by dot XPath. I would like to select the checkbox field which is as part of the third record, right? That third record checkbox field I want to select. For that, I'll simply say dot click. Okay, and here I'll give some time to see whether that record got selected or not. And here I'll quit the browser. This is a simple script I have written. So when I run this script, you will find a problem with this, this table, dynamic table. Okay, what's the problem with the dynamic table you will come across? Let me refresh this page once and see. Yeah, you see Gaurav Singh is in the third place. Okay, so what I would like to do is I have written the script here. Assume that before I run the script or tomorrow when I run the script, before the time comes, right, the same script if I have to run, will it select this third record or not? Okay, maybe in real time what happens is when you are running, before you have run the script or maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow when you repeatedly run the script, right, you may not always see that this will select the Gaurav Singh record here. Third record it will not select. Okay, the third record containing the Gaurav Singh, it may not. I want to select this record having the Gaurav Singh customer name. Okay, with this XPath expressions and all that I have given. But in real time, what happens is there will be some people, right? They'll be keep on creating the orders here. Okay, so let's say I'll be creating some order here. Go to shopping cart and simply check out, and I'll simply select these options and place the order here. Simple words. I'll just say confirm order and order got placed. The order got placed. Okay. Now I will run the script. After placing an order, I am going to run the script. I will see whether Gaurav Singh record is getting selected or not. That checkbox field is field where the Gaurav Singh record is there will be selected or not. Let's see. Just observe here carefully. There's a problem coming, guys. That is okay. There is a issue with this one. Find element by that. I think this is good now. Why it's giving an issue? Was able to locate, but no such element exception. Unable to locate element with the XPath expression. It is saying. Okay. But that was correct only, but still there is a problem coming. Let's see what's the problem. Go here and inspect the sales option. I'll go to the selector sub otherwise. What was the XPath here? I'll give that XPath expression. I'll copy the sales XPath expression and paste it here and press enter. It's locating the sales option. It should click on that, but it's not clicking. Let me run the script again. Otherwise, okay. Otherwise, I'll just, give some time dot sleep here for 3 seconds for demo purpose. Let's see what's happening here. Let me run the script again. So it's entering demo. It has to enter demo. Click on the login button. Okay. Okay. The problem is coming because the notification is coming. Okay. Element click enter exception is coming. So how to run again? Let me run this again. If the problem is repeating or not, let's see. Demo. Login. Again, this problem is coming. You see. Okay, let's log out and just log in again to see what's happening. Demo. Give demo here and demo here and click on this login. I thought this dialog will not come. This will not come, but this is coming. Important security rename admin directory. Please type in a. Okay, let me rename this. You do not have permissions, it is saying. Okay. Can I close this? I think this looks like a light box for me. Let me inspect. This is a temporary thing, guys. Tomorrow you may not get this. Okay, there is a problem with this application. You are getting temporarily now, but this looks like a light box for me. Okay, model dialog and all. Okay, it's part of the web page only. No need to worry. There's a class like button close. This locating what? This X mark only, right? We'll do one thing. I'll just use this class locator and try to close this. Okay. So maybe that is coming in between. So after clicking this, here I'll say driver dot find element. This is a temporary fix I'm doing, but tomorrow you may not get this dialog. Remove this particular code from this. Okay. Remove this particular line. If tomorrow you will not get this. Okay. By dot class name. The application is behaving differently today. So there's no other way other than handling this. Okay. Close this like this, and then you should be able to do this. Let's run the script again. See what's happening now. Run the script. Okay. Okay, yeah, close. Now it's clicking. You see, you got taken. But you see here, guys, it's not selecting the record having the Gaurav Singh, rather it's selecting some other record. If you're able to see or not, let me increase this time. Run the script. Up and run. Just observe that. We want to select the record which is having the customer name as Gaurav Singh. But what's happening? Let's see. It's not selecting the record having the Gaurav Singh, but rather it's selecting this one because some other person meanwhile has entered a record here. Okay, he has placed another order. This happens in real time. This particular table is dynamic, so that whatever you thought may not happen, things will keep changing, and these XPath expressions may not work. Okay, this XPath expression you thought that it will select the record where Gaurav Singh customer name was there, but it's selecting the previous record because some other person has meanwhile added one more. Okay, has placed one more order on the real application, and because of that, that table got changed because it is dynamic table. This is a problem you are going to face. This is a problem with the dynamic tables, guys. Okay, this is what is a problem with the dynamic tables. How to handle this kind of problem? We cannot depend on this kind of XPath expressions to select the options. Okay, rather we have to invent some other ways where that should be possible. So what I'm going to do here is this code will be same. Till here the code will be same. Till here the code will be same. Here, instead of selecting with the help of that XPath expression, right, I'm going to make some changes. What changes is I'll go to this application. I'll go to this sales orders table here, and here I will create some XPath expression which locates all the customers. I would like to match the customer name here before selecting any record here, right? Before selecting any checkbox field of a particular record here, right? I'll just write down custom expected customer name is equal to some name I will give. Let's say I'll give the name as the same Gaurav Singh here. I'll take this which record containing the Gaurav Singh name should be selected here. Okay, that's what is the intention. Let's see. Should not be giving semicolon here. If the customer name is equal to Gaurav Singh, that's fine. Then next one, I'll create an XPath expression which will retrieve all these names. I'll now write the logic to handle this dynamic table. Okay, so where I'll retrieve all these customer names, I would like to select only the checkbox option which has this Gaurav Singh as a name. Okay, that's what is something that I would like to do. So for doing that, let me create an XPath expression which will retrieve all these customer names. Inspect this, somewhere inspect, and you can create this. Go to the form ID which is having a proper locator. Control F / form @ID is equal to give the ID of that particular form. Under the form, we have the table. Under the table, I'll say TR. When I say TR here, you see all the records on this particular table are getting located. Okay, now what I'll do here is I'll say TR /TD. If I give 1 means this will come. Otherwise, you write the same XPath expression selector, so it will locate in a proper way. Write the same XPath expression /form @ID. You can understand more with the help of selector sublocation, which is more interactive. More highlightation thing is more way better in this selector sub actually. Okay. You see, entire table thing got located. Under that, TR I'll say means you see all the records got located. And under the records, I'll say TD of 1 means you see the first column, all the checkboxes are getting located. I want all the customer names to be located. For that 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I have to change this TD1 to TD4. You see all the customer names are getting located, right? All the customer names are getting located. I'll copy this XPath expression and retrieve all these names. Okay, I'll retrieve all the names to copy the XPath expression and retrieve all the names. So here I'll write down driver dot find elements. I'll say by dot. Here you should use elements. Okay, because there are multiple names. This will return you customer names. I'll say customer underscore names is equal to. I would like to find how many customers are there. Okay, customer underscore count. I'll say len of customer names. This will give you the customer count. Len of customer names will give you the customer count. That will go and fall into this. Now I'll write a for loop for customer in customer names. For customer in customer names. Okay, this is one of the customer element it is. Okay. So what I would like to do here is for there's no need to find how many count is there and all. This is not required actually, because this loop is kind of advanced, right? For customer in customer names. Okay, I don't have to find how many customers. Simply write for customer in customer names. This is one of the customer web element. Okay, I would like to get this part, right? I would like to get the name of this customer, which is there in between the tags. So I'll simply say customer.text. This will get you the name of the customer. Customer text dot equals this expected customer name. Like this, I'll write. Okay. I have to write some logic here. And here I'll write down some logic. Some I is equal to 1. Okay. If this customer name equals something like this, then have to select that have to select something. I have to select the appropriate checkbox field, for example. Okay, if Gaurav Singh has been selected, I will become 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, that's the logic I'll try to implement. Okay, that's the logic I'll try to implement. If customer.text equals expected customer name, then I'll inspect this checkbox field. I'll create an XPath expression to locate this. Let me inspect it again. So this is coming here. So I'll write down something under the form. If I give tier of Okay, 4, let's say tr of 4 I'll say, and td of 1, and press enter. You see it's locating this one. This is what is exact thing that we need, right? Copy this XPath expression and write down here XPath Xcode text is equal to, in double quotes you have to provide this actually. There is a logic, guys, to handle the dynamic XPath dynamic tables. Paste the XPath expression. I'll make this, I'll make this XPath kind of dynamic again. So here we don't know in which row this that Gaurav Singh customer is there. Okay, here I'm as a static wise I'm taking this score here, but if anyone creates one more order on this website, right, this will go to 5th place or 6th place. We don't know. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to write a logic to find on which row this Gaurav Singh record is available. That record only I have to select. So the score is not static here. It will keep changing. So in place of 4, I'll make it dynamic by putting I here. You see, there's a I is equal to 1 I provided. I'll provide I. How I'm going to use this I, I'm going to tell you. Just wait for that. I'll put this place here, double quote. And here I have to convert that into string because in Python, we cannot concatenate string and number. Okay. Now, I'll write down driver.find element by dot XPath. I'll give this XPath text here and say dot click. This will be only selected this. You see, this particular checkbox field only will be selected when the customer, okay, the customer's retrieved customer name matches the expected customer name here. Okay. If it is not matching, what we are going to do here is, in this loop, we are going to say I is equal to I plus 1. We are going to increment the value of I by 1. Let's say it's going to take Arun Motri first. Okay. First, customer.text will take Arun Motri. Arun Motri dot equals Gaurav Singh. No. Then this will not happen. This part will not happen. It will not click on the checkbox field. Then I is equal to I plus 1 will happen. Okay. So I will become 2 now. I is equal to I plus 1 means I will become 2. And next customer, it will retrieve in the for loop. And it will get you another Arun Motri. And again, it doesn't match Gaurav Singh. Then I will become 3. Then it will get you this question mark thing, and that is not going to match with Gaurav Singh. Then I will become 3. I will become 4, right? Right, 4. So when I becomes 4, and now this time we got the Gaurav Singh. We are getting the Gaurav Singh and matching with Gaurav Singh. So it will go inside, and here this is 4. I is 4 now. TR of 4 means since Gaurav Singh is in the 4th record, this option will be selected. Okay, instead of going with a static way where in the XPath expression you are giving 4, right? Instead of doing that, we are finding out in which row, in which record, or in which row of this table we have the Gaurav Singh, and based on that we are selecting this option. That's good, right? No matter how many orders you place here, it doesn't matter now. It is going to check the record in which Gaurav Singh is there. In that record only, it will select the checkbox field. Okay. The row number in which Gaurav Singh is there will be identified, and with the help of the row number, we will modify this XPath expression. We will, make this XPath expression dynamic, and we'll pass the row number of the record in which Gaurav Singh is there into this XPath, and we'll select this checkbox field. That's what we are going to do. Okay. Fine. That's the logic I have written here. Okay, let's see whether it's selecting the Gaurav Singh record or not, irrespective of whether more records are coming or not. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll just, before running the script, intentionally, I'll assume that I'm a different user, and I'll try to add a few more records here. Okay, so here 2 Arun Motris are there. I'll add one more record by placing an order here from this front-end view of the application. Just go to shopping cart, place order. So here, select this, and place order. The order is placed. Now refresh here. Now Gaurav Singh is no more there on the 4th place. It went to the 5th place. But let's see whether script will work or not. Okay. Even though the table is dynamic, the checkbox option of the Gaurav Singh record only should be selected in the dynamic table. That's what we have to achieve. Close this. Orders. You see? No, it's not working. It's locating some other. Okay. Maybe there is a logic problem. That is I is equal to 1. What is the problem then? First customer, Okay. The first customer has Arun and it's not matching. So and it will not do anything and I'll become 2. Take the second customer and that customer is also Arun. When I becomes 2, 2, then 3. When I becomes 3, here again Arun is not matching. I becomes 4 and 4 also this is not matching. When I becomes 5, TR of 5 will come and TD of 1 should come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be okay. Should be selecting that, but this is not happening. Let me run it again and see what's happening. Some logic mistake is there. Other than that, it will dynamically do it. Selecting the next record. That means I have to change the logic here. Str of I minus 1 if I say means, or else if I start with 0. In this case, customer name. First customer name, TR of 1 should be coming, right? So I will say like this and run the script. Let's see. Because of the small logic, it may work. No matter how many items will be added, it should select Gaurav Singh only. Okay. Now Gaurav Singh is getting selected with this logic somehow. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few more records here. Okay, I closed it. Open cart. Let's go to open cart. Let's add few more records here. So that Gaurav Singh will not be there in that 5th position or 4th position. I'll keep on adding some records. Check out. No matter where the Gaurav Singh record will go, it should select only that record. Okay. Let's see. I took out. This is the logic we have to write. You see, this is not the only logic because tomorrow you may come across another kind of, dynamic table. Further, you have to write your own logic. You have to think and write your own logics to achieve whatever you want. Okay. Things may not be same always. Okay. This is one of the example I can take or give you to make the process simpler to understand. But tomorrow you may come across another dynamic table and based on your requirement, you have to write your own logic. Now, Gaurav Singh is at far away now. You see 1, 2, 3. Okay, this customer is there. It's taking this one as a first record. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It's taking. That's why we have to give here I minus 1. Otherwise, okay, it will select other option. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8th position it is. Now run the script whether even after going to the 8th position, if is that Gaurav Singh record is getting selected or not. Let's say if you are able to select Gaurav Singh record means we are good. We are able to handle the dynamic table. You see, Gaurav Singh record has been selected. This proves that we are able to handle the dynamic table. No matter in which record the dynamic that Gaurav Singh record goes, we are able to select it. Okay. So in static table, it will be static. We can create a kind of static XPath expression and we can do this. But in dynamic, not to handle the dynamic table, we have to write some logic. This kind of logic you have to implement. Some logic, some sort of logic you have to implement here, which actually does the needful. Okay, which actually does our needful. Somehow we are finding here in this logic. What we are doing is we are finding the place where the Gaurav Singh record is there, and we are incrementing the value of I accordingly. Okay. So, and this I value we are giving here so that it will locate the record. Okay. That particular XPath expression is dynamic, is made dynamic also here. So in which record Gaurav is there? In that record of checkbox field only we have to select. Like that we have written the code. I'll make this logic even more simpler. Okay. You don't have to write this much logic. This looks very complex, right? Right. But there is a simple way. That is, we can take the help of XPath axis. Okay. Instead of writing this many lines, simple line we can write. That is with the help of XPath axis, we can achieve this. That how to do that, I'm going to demonstrate in the next session. Okay. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session where I'm going to handle the dynamic tables with the help of XPath axis. To make the code simpler, I have to use XPath axis. So see you in the next session. Thank you. Bye-bye.